Here we go.
We live, baby. We live. Go ahead and bring them in.
Yeah, bring them out. How y'all doing? It is Wednesday. No,
It's Tuesday, my boy.
it's Tuesday for you
Tuesday,
people.
my boy.
It's Tuesday. So yeah, you know it's the end game where we here with all your sporting news and events. We got to my right, your left, the CEO. We got down at the bottom, my brother from the same mother. He was the hot corner. Now he the AD.
What AD stand for?
Athletic director. Correct.
Oh,
The
okay.
athletic director. We missing my partner in my partner in crime, Jody Skywalker. Uh, he'll be in. Don't worry about it. He out there living his best life. So we about to drop the hottest intro in podcast and sporting history. Then we'll get right back to you.
We'll be back.
Endgame.
Yeah, jumping out of the basement, best in the game, ain't no need for replacements. Beating up the block, putting holes in the pavement. Pass up the rock, the only thing we shooting J's with. Easy on the scene, family talk is the kingpin. Sports and direct, no ESPN. Being top rate, busting streams through your state. Boy, we all up for debate, but this ain't first take.
Hell no.
Right here, you can get it in a hurry. Listen as we drop nuggets. No Joker, no Murray for the 3-step Curry. Took it like a thief. My homeboy Pat classified as a chief. Jody hit us with the college. We got MLB knowledge. Boxing social with the chef. TKO before the stopper. Playing homage to the best. Us, we proclaim Uncle Pudge and the CEO. This the end game.
I'm the one that got the stick. Make that motherfucker flip. Safe bet with all your chips. I'm the one, not the two and not the three. That ain't me. I'm the one and only. Ain't no asses in my seat. I'm the one. Might check me on the one. Niggas hate me cause I won. And they at me. I'm the one. Ain't no faking. I'm the no mistaking. I'm the one. Ain't no breaking. I'm the one. I'm the greatest. I'm the one.
Hey, man, y'all know what it is. Endgame podcast.
Yeah, every rip I see, boy, I be rapping
Oh, yeah.
with that bad boy. I love that song. I was trying to
man,
make
I
it my
appreciate
theme
it.
music for my wrestling team. Play it at the
Hey.
home meets over the loud.
You got it. You got it. Tell them to play me. Play your boy.
Yeah.
Let's get into it, though.
Yeah. Well, since we missing Jody, I'm gonna jump right into that NFL. You know, the Bears had a what was it, a Thursday nighter, right? We had a
Yes,
Thursday
they did.
night.
Yeah.
We beat
Yeah.
the Carolina Panthers. So we maintained the stranglehold on the top 3 picks because Arizona Cardinals got 1. And so far we got 2 and 3, which ain't bad. You know, it was a good game. You can see where Montez Sweat is paying off where the Bears got multiple sacks in that game from the D line when all year they only had 10.
Yeah.
But in that game they had like 3 or 4. So he's paying dividends, so he looked like he's worth the $98 million, you know, that we paying him or about to pay him. Then we looking at other news, them Denver Broncos once again won. And
Well, look at them Broncos.
Well, them Broncos galloping now. I think
they
they
are.
figured it out. You know, Russell Wilson had him a nice little day. I think, man, Sean Payton finally got them boys on the same page. And, man, you better watch out for the Broncos. They looking to play spoiler role with people, man, and maybe even get back into it. We don't know. You know,
They got a chance.
They got a chance. Mathematically, they got a chance. You know, as you know, the Raiders, they fired Josh McDaniels. You know, booted him up out of there.
Looking like a team.
And well, you know, that's I told you, man. When the coach get fired, everybody want to straighten up.
Hey, everybody's job on the line then.
They could be next. You know, like
Yeah.
it'll be the one that's gonna be next. Get the fuck up out of here. but they looking good. Man, a heartbreaker for the Jets. They had a chance. The Jets had a chance. Zach Wilson.
Yeah, they
Man,
jacked.
Why does it seem weird that every time, like, it's not like he's played horrible, but he always is making the mistake in the crucial time of the games.
Yeah, man, that pressure get to you. Getting to him, that being put in that situation. Some people ain't built for that. Now, you take a guy like Tom Brady, you put him in that situation, he make it look easy. You just look at it and be like, oh yeah, they finna score. You just have no doubt in your mind that, oh, Tom got the ball. Oh yeah, they finna drive and score. Peyton Manning, they finna drive and score. Zach Wilson, you like, oh man, I hope he don't fuck this up. That's a whole different tune. Like,
Well, you know what? And to be fairly, mute your mic, Bush.
Mute your mic.
Okay.
Mute your mic.
To be fair about it, this is his second year out of college. And for him to be his second year out of college, he actually is not really that bad,
third,
to be quite honest.
He came out with Justin Fields.
Justin Fields, yeah, this is his third year. But he doesn't look that bad, especially since Aaron Rodgers went down within, 3 minutes in the first game, and he getting 52 million, but that's a different story. But anyway, he's actually been carrying them, to be honest with you. Not only has he been doing it on the offensive side, but that defense has really been just the dogging people throughout the league. Jets is ranked number 3 right now. Number 3 right now. They have the number 3 defense in the NFL right now. And it says a lot when your defense steps up, understanding from the offensive perspective that you brought a person like Aaron Rodgers in that was really supposed to really get it done, but unfortunate situations happen, circumstances happen of him getting hurt, and they're still battling and they're still in it. That's the thing. I do look to see them making the playoffs this year. Probably get maybe like the number 2 wild card, but I can definitely see the Jets in the postseason for the first time in a while.
So y'all ask me. Let me ask y'all a question. Do A-Rod make that return if they make the playoffs?
Absolutely. He's under contract. I mean, they done went out there and they done paid all this money. Hey, man, let me tell you something. If whether he returned or he not, I think he's going to return. Hey, man, you got to give that man $52 million a year. You got to goddamn believe he's going to return. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And the next time this happens, they're gonna take that dude in the back, hit him with some staples, give him a couple quarters on injections, tape it up real good, and tell him to get on out there, man. Because I'm telling you, it's turning. I mean, he's old, right? This is what Aaron Rodgers, 17th, 18th year in the NFL right now.
Yeah, 18.
It's time for him to hang it up. But if somebody gonna pay me $52 million a year, you know what I mean? And I ain't got the arm I'm gonna take it too. So I mean, hey, just knew what they signed up. Just knew what they signed up for when they went to go poach him from. When they went to go get him from Green Bay, they can't play ignorant and they can't claim what we didn't know now at this point. So.
Well, Aaron been boasting that he's going to return this season. Aaron been saying he's going to return around. He probably can come back week 15, 16.
Yeah.
So. Yeah, he's saying he's going to return this season, so it's going to be very interesting if he actually can. Now, the thing was, Zach Wilson is playing good. I'm not taking that from him. The thing is, in crucial moments, he messed up. Like, they should have had that game. But in a crucial moment, the man throwing a pick. And I mean, he threw that pick, and I'm like, did you not see that defender right there? I saw him.
Chef them Beezy.
Yes, sir.
It's all, it's Zach Wilson balling, but in crucial moments he messing up.
That's what I'm talking about. Wow.
But it's growing pains, right? It's growing pains. Like you say, he's third year into the NFL. This is not like he's like year 8, year 9, year 10 into the NFL. Third year in the NFL. We understand he has the fundamentals of the game, right? But, he tried to see stuff that just isn't there. And that's just growing pains. Now he can't have that excuse. He can't use that excuse next year going into fourth year to the NFL. You just seen pretty much every team. You just seen the systems. If you're doing the film, you know what they like to run. You know what they don't like to run. You know how they stack up. You know how they stack it up against you at this point. So I mean, I chalk it up to growing pains. But at some point, you got to get with it, and you got to start reaching out. He got to start doing what he's been doing since Aaron Rodgers came back over to that sideline. He's walking to Aaron Rodgers, hey, and they're reading it together. What do you see here? This is what I see. As he should as a young quarterback in the NFL. Again, growing pains, but I think he'll be okay, to be quite honest with you.
Welcome, Mr. Jody, man. We
How you doing?
mute your mic, mute your mic. That boy came in and he had the Call of Duty headphones on, so we know what he was doing.
We in there playing Call of Duty.
Hey, had to slip them joints off. Like, hey, it's like sneaking late in the class, hoping the teacher don't see you. Just gonna slide right there.
Hey, Call of Duty been out. Call of Duty been out for 4 days. Brother ain't sent me no invite or nothing. And that's okay.
Do you?
If they send me no invite, ain't text me and say, bro, let's get on and run. Ain't did none of that. But that's okay though. I ain't gonna talk about that. We here for something else. Go ahead.
Yeah, we here for something else. We'll talk about that later.
And he gonna text me later though. he gonna hit me later, like, bro, what's good? I've got to be that nigga. So we talking about Zach Wilson and the Jets.
You're talking about the Jets. We gotta talk about Minnesota Vikings 5 in a row.
Man,
they won 5 in a row.
Josh
Dobbs.
Hey,
he might get okay, with that situation, could you afford to get rid of Kirk Cousins and Josh Dobbs? No. All I'm saying is I think Josh Dobbs is a good splash right now. Because if he was really that good, he would have been on the team. You hear what I'm saying?
No. Let's be fair about it. Right, but let's be fair about it. He stepped in for Kyler Murray, right? And he didn't do all that bad because if you look at how they lost, if you look at how they lost with the exceptions of 3 games, they lost by each 1 possession games. And that's what Josh Dobbs started, right? So you look at it and say, well, what's missing? And now I think he's in a system, and he's doing it without Justin Jefferson, which is one of the top 2 receivers in the league. He still got Jordan Addison over there. He still got T.J. Hawkinson over there. He still handed off to Madison in the backfield, who's most likely probably going to be out now because he hurt. You know what I mean? Because they just promoted somebody, Ty Chandler, to be honest with you. And he's still up there doing this. And
ain't Cam Akers over there right now?
Cam Akers hurt though.
Oh.
Yeah, so the way he's out there playing and the way he's actually doing, he actually got a line to block for him. He's actually out there actually reading, and he's not trying to make these throws that just isn't there. He's actually taking his time. If you look, he's scanning the field. Like he's taking his time and then making his decision. And then
he's progressing through his reads, right?
Absolutely.
Also, Josh Dobbs is a hell of a better runner than Kirk Cousins. So you can't just load up the pocket no more because like you're saying you miss an assignment. Josh Dobbs will take off on you.
He'll take off. He did it yesterday. He had
a nice little touchdown run.
Right on Sunday.
Contract. Real talk.
But you know, he's playing for a contract.
That boy trying to get that Geno Smith.
Because Kirk Cousins' contract is up at the end of this year.
Exactly.
Watch out now.
He ain't getting no more guarantees, bro. He already robbed the bank by getting that $84 million, and I ain't mad at him because he ain't going to jail. So I ain't mad at him. You know, he came in, stick him up, give him to me, and they gave him all the money. I'm not mad at him. He not about to expect this type of contract or any contract close to that in his next negotiation. He'll be lucky, and I'm gonna say it right now. He'll be lucky if he get 3-year, $50 million contract that's coming up. 26, 27 guaranteed.
Not from the Vikings.
Not from the Vikings. No, not from the Vikings.
But see, is the Vikings bold enough to let him walk? Because they might be scared because they be like, oh, if we let him walk, we know what he is, and we have this much level of success. We'll be in the playoffs. with Kirk Cousins. The way the division is, all they have to do is beat the Lions. The Packers suck. We still going through whatever we going through with the Bears. We gotta get rid of the whole coaching staff. Only you gotta go through is Detroit. Detroit out there homing. They just beat the Chargers.
Is winning the
Man,
North.
they out there banging.
Kings of the North.
Man, you gotta look at Detroit and put some respect on their name. Like Detroit ain't playing. They actually are standing up against some of these big name teams, you know. So are the Vikings willing to let Kirk Cousins walk and stick with a Joshua Dobbs and then draft a QB in the draft? You know, take a QB in the draft. Using Josh as a bridge QB. That's going to be the most interesting thing about them this offseason.
I think that Jody called it earlier. He said he's a flash in the pan. I have to agree with that, right? Because mute your headphone. So I agree with that. What he said. I agree with that when he said he's a flash in the pan. Would they let him walk? Probably not, because exactly coming out of college, you don't know what you're gonna get. You know, Kirk Cousins can at least deliver to some degree that you have a degree of confidence in him. However, if you're going to go with a Josh Dobbs and you're going to let a Kirk Cousins walk, what are you getting coming out of college? You don't know. And the Vikings pick, I think they pick at number 13 or 14 in this upcoming draft, I believe. I think it's 13. They pick. The top 5 quarterbacks are all going to be going before number 10. And that's if Caleb Williams stay in at USC, to be honest with you. So I don't think that would happen. I think they're going to entice him with some money. Be like, look, Kirk, we know you're not getting 84 this year. I think they're going to be like, man, look, we'll give you 50 million. No more than 60. But we're going to have to put it on a 4-year contract. And we're going to have to guarantee so much more. Because you know he can't deliver. And he has delivered. And he has taken them to the playoffs, right? So we're not going to forget that either. But Josh Dobbs is not the answer. And Kirk Cousins can get some things done. And then if you do that, then you ruin the chances of you're angering a Justin Jefferson, right? Who's still on his rookie contract, right? You can only franchise him one time at that point. Don't get to the point and piss him off. Be like, man, I want to get out of here after you franchise me. I'm gone, because I know wherever I go, as soon as I hit the open market, they're going to be ringing my agent. As soon as I say, here, free agent, I got 20 calls and 20 messages. Come over here. They're going to be wooing them. You know what I mean? So you don't want to do that, because now you potentially have two of the best 1-2 receivers in the league in Justin Jefferson and Jordan Addison, like Anthony Carter and Chris Carter in the Vikings back in the day in the early 90s. You don't want to anger that. So, you know what I mean? Hey.
Yeah. Magnificent point.
I mean, dude, Justin is eligible to return Sunday. They're not going to activate him.
No, they're not pushing.
They're just going, you know, they actually just take it precautionary, you know, with him. So he'll be back next week. And we'll get to see how him and Josh Dobbs, you know, connect. And if him and Josh Dobbs is connecting, I'm telling you, Kirk Cousins might be gone, man. He might be in New England. Anyway. I don't know what the hell going on in New England. Well, they losing these games, baby. Like, what's going on, man? Like,
boy.
Somebody call Tom.
Man, Tom hanging up. And they been some rumblings talking about Robert Kraft say he gonna fire Bill Belichick. I'm like, oh.
No, that's not true, because they just gave him a 3-year extension.
They just gave him an extension. They're not going to fire Bill.
Man, Josh McDaniels got fired. He owed $76 million or something. They don't.
So do you think he cares? Of course it. But see, Robert Kraft, he ain't throwing away money like that. Think about it. They could have let Aaron Hernandez keep that money when the first thing he did was, man, I want his signing bonus. I want that money we paid in his signing bonus, and I'm voiding his contract. And that's exactly what happened. Man, he ain't letting that money go away like that, man. If you go, his money staying with him. Now, Bill gonna be there for another 3 years. I think personally, in my personal opinion, it's time for Bill to go home, enjoy the grandchildren, enjoy the great grandchildren, and you know, and go traveling with his wife. Because at this point, but you know, when you love the game so much and you're such an icon, and you're sorely admired, it's hard to step away from it, man, because people ain't gonna be calling your name, man. Your name ain't gonna be flashing in their lights. To be honest with you, son.
Yeah.
Bro, that ain't it, brother. That ain't the reason why Bill hanging on. Bill hanging on because Bill want to win another Super Bowl and prove that it wasn't Tom Brady, that it was him.
He
so
hanging on. He trying to catch Don. He trying to catch Don Shula.
But he losing that argument because the Patriots ain't looked like nothing since Tom left. And it's like,
boy, that's what losing feel like, boy.
Right? I mean, yeah. Well, I used to follow the Patriots back in the 90s. They wasn't shit then either.
I'm talking about when Dollar Bill stepped on the tape.
I know, man. Before him, I mean, woof, they was straight trash, man. It was Steve Grogan at quarterback, and man, but
hot garbage,
man. But rest of the NFL was pretty decent. Cleveland, what a hell of a comeback win.
Man,
the Ravens
one of the best games.
Man, Deshaun Watson turned on the invisible juice, and he brought them back. He started to look like Deshaun Watson. Like
he started to look like the Clemson. He started like Deshaun Clemson.
You know what he looked like? He looked like that boy got a first class.
Exactly.
Stop.
But you know what? But the thing about it, listen though. But the thing about it is this was a make it or break it game for Deshaun Watson because everybody's calling to the question the $232 million that he's getting paid guaranteed. So essentially, you thought if you thought Kirk Cousins robbed him, and I ain't even mad at Deshaun Watson. I love his agent for getting him what he can get him. To be honest with you, but now it calls into question is you went to the playoffs, you won a playoff game, cool, but we paying you all this money and you can't produce. Hey man, this is the Deshaun Watson in his early years when he was in Houston. To be honest with you, and this is the Deshaun Watson that the Cleveland fans and the Cleveland team expect out of him, man. Because with that type of guap on the table, bro, he can't afford to have no what's that. He can't afford to get hurt. He can't afford to have any mess ups. He can't afford that because he has the defense, right? He got the defense. Another good two solid receiver to complement Amari Cooper, the Joku. He there. To be honest with you, and they got the running backs. Press for Nick Chubb. Can't wait for him to come back. But Jerome Ford making a strong case to say, leave me in because he out there. He's been carrying that backfield since Nick Chubb went down. Okay, Deshaun, the pressure's on Deshaun now. All the other gaps are filled. If he's going to be the plug, if he's going to be the hole in the boat, pretty soon they're going to plug it and they're going to dump him and get rid of him, man.
But you got to realize, Deshaun was gone for a whole year.
Right. He was gone for the majority of the year. Right.
He was gone for a long time from
from
from being suspended and all that. So he just not getting his game and his feet back under him in the pros. So with this game right here, that once again a hell of a comeback. Now if he can roll over next week and he build momentum, I think we're gonna see the real Deshaun Watson, and he's gonna be back. He's gonna be back top 5 QB. So keep an eye on that. Dak Prescott, I don't know what the hell he been doing. Check that boy from some steroids or something. That boy done been playing fucking marvelous football the past 2 weeks. Like, now this is the Dak Prescott Jerry Jones thought he should be. Now I don't know this the Cowboys because they're gonna wind up doing some Cowboys shit.
They seem to always never to disappoint.
Yeah, like, it's
hold on, right? I'm glad we touched on that, right? Now I'm about to do something I've never done in my life. Let me tell y'all something. I am not by far means a Cowboys fan, but I am quite frankly sick of y'all giving the Cowboys shit, right? Because it's like, it's almost like an entire world waits for the Cowboys to make one fucking mistake to be like, that's the same.
That's what it is,
right? It's like you sit around and you wait. It's like every team, like only one fucking team is gonna win the Super Bowl, right? And eventually in the playoffs, when you lose, there's probably because you made a mistake. it's like only the Cowboys get criticized for making the same mistakes that every other team make. I am convinced the Cowboys could lose the Super Bowl by 1 point after the team makes a 70-yard field goal, and people would sit out there and be like, them same old Cowboys couldn't block a 70-yard field goal. It's like, I'm so sick of them giving the Cowboys shit. And I'm not a Cowboys fan. Like, the Cowboys are 8-3 right now.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, no, and that's a fair point, right? They're number 2 in the AFC East right there. You're right.
They lost against what? The Eagles?
Eagles.
The 49ers.
49ers.
And what was the other loss?
Gosh, I forget something.
Okay.
What did the Texans?
Whatever, right? So they lost against the team that went to the NFC Championship. They lost against the team that went toe-to-toe with the Super Bowl champs and lost in the Super Bowl, right? And they lost against another team, right? It's like they have 3 losses and 8 wins. They're doing better than 85% of the rest of the NFL.
They are.
The Cowboys only can win when they play sorry teams. There's no such thing as bad teams, sorry teams in the NFL. They're just badly managed because at a certain point, all these niggas are professionals. You think about all the niggas that didn't make the cut in the NFL.
No, wait a minute now. No, well, I have to disagree.
There's better players, right? But like at the end of the day,
which makes the team, and the team is trash.
But like them sorry, you can take the worst. You can take the Carolina Panthers for the worst team in the NFL, right? I guarantee you, there's 1,000 niggas that didn't even make that team, right?
True.
But they're still a professional team. This sorry team has, 56 professional players. They're the 56 players that they can find is best. And so it's like the Cowboys get so much shit for seemingly making a simple mistake. And it's just like, I don't understand why. Like literally, Dak can throw 400 yards and throw one bad pick, and you guys are shit on Dak, but you'll totally ignore the fact that he threw like 400 yards in the
No, it's not that, because if I'm paying you $40 million a year, the mistakes is a part of the game. I don't think nobody has a problem with that. But if you're going neck to neck, well, let's just say, for example, like a perfect example, Cleveland and Baltimore game. Perfect game of going back and forth. Perfect game of going back and forth. You know what I mean? That was a good game. If you're going back and forth and you've seen them, they've seen you, we know fatigue plays a part in it and all this. You cannot, and we know CD Lamb is the number 1 over there. You cannot squeeze the ball in there and you see they got 3 people on CD. That's the type of dumb stuff that Dak Prescott does. Okay? He does dumb stuff like that.
That I give it to you, right?
You
But apparently, from what I looked on the fantasy, Brandon Cooks has had 2 games back to back to back. And I just want y'all to know, he gonna be throwing Brandon Cook the ball. And guess what? He ain't coming off my bench. So you got a nigga like Brandon Cook that can't be on y'all rosters. Because I can't get a draft pick for him. And I ain't gonna
This is the reason why. It's the Cowboy fans, man.
Yeah.
Every fucking year. They be chirping about this, the Cowboys year. The Cowboys this, the Cowboys that. That's why everybody looking like when they fuck up, even Stephen A. Smith.
Yeah.
He'll tell you.
He's a huge Cowboys fan.
Man, and Stephen A. Smith, man, every time the Cowboy, man, he laughing. He like, I told, because they sit up here and every year it's the Cowboys, like you said, they 8-3 now. They was like that last year before that, and they get in the playoff. And they lay an egg.
But what is laying an egg? It's like the last year when they lost in the playoffs, they competed. It was a very good game. They just didn't win. It's just like any other team would be praised for the shit that they did. But it's like only the Cowboys are given this expectation of like Super Bowl or bust.
No, the Eagles now have that expectation. The Chiefs have that expectation. Even the Bills, and you can say Cincinnati also, and Baltimore as well. So it's just the Cowboys. It's just because that's America's team that people are putting out there. And like Poet said, it's those Cowboy fans because they still trying to relive them glory '90s days, right? I mean, that's what it is. But we all know in today's NFL, man, look. These quarterbacks, these running backs, these receivers, they're a little bit more athletic than they were back when they won those 3 Super Bowls back in the 90s, to be quite honest with you. So it's a lot of competition, and they have a good, strong, solid defense, right? And they doing all this without without who? Who's that? What's that? Was it Diggs or Michael Parsons?
Trevon Diggs.
But Trevon Diggs.
Trevon Diggs.
Right.
Yeah.
And he's hurt for the year. And they doing all this without him. So
that's what it is. Let's move it on.
Let's move it on. But Cowboys, we'll see if they make some noise.
So
this week, what are y'all games of the week?
Man, for me, it's gonna be Kansas City and Philly. That's the game of the week for me. Kansas City, Philly.
I just want you to know.
Who you got to win?
I got Kansas City 21-10. 21-10.
I like Kansas City in the Eagle game too. However, I got the Eagles winning 30-27.
They got the edge on receiving. They do. Chiefs has the edge on the running back. Well, hold on. It's about time. It's about time. Offensive line, Eagles have the edge on offensive line. Secondary, Eagles have the advantage. Linebackers, Chiefs. Overall, 21-10. Pat is gonna do some stuff that Pat do, and I'm not sleeping on Jalen Hurts by no means.
First of all,
he has the better.
That's not the most important position, quarterback. They have Pat Mahomes, boy. I am not gonna doubt on Pat Mahomes, because every time you doubt it, they do. They got Pat. They got the tight end. They got Andy Reid. They got Mahomes magic.
Let me tell you something.
Pat Mahomes, boy.
Oh, let me tell you something. Beginning of the season, opening day, they lost to the Lions.
Hey, that's all right. Hey, you know what, Elmo? I'm sick of your shit. I got the script.
Yo thing.
I got the script. Goddammit. How about that? You know,
what's your game, Uncle Pudge?
You know, I'm going Mahomes.
Sunday night, Vikings Jets.
Okay.
I like the Vikings with their 5-game win streak.
I do too.
And then I like the Jets with their defense. You know, so something got to give. The lights are on. You know, the lights gonna be bright. So I think that one's gonna be a good one. I'm looking at 17-10. Minnesota makes it 6 weeks, 6 in a row.
Like
I think Minnesota makes it 6 in a row.
Before we leave this NFL, I want to note that ever since Antonio Pierce has taken over the Raiders, they 2-0. Just saying.
True that.
They look like a team.
Let's
move it. Let's move it.
It's time for my segment of the month. College football. And you know we can't go a week without talking about them. So y'all been waiting for. Without further ado, we got to talk about Deion and those 4-6 Buffalo. And you know what Deion is. Hey, that's the.
Y'all know what it is.
Y'all know the vibe. It is time for the college football segment of the week. And the Colorado Buffs, they have done something they have not done all season. Ladies and gentlemen, they blew a lead this week. Very unfamiliar. They were up 14-31 and blew a lead to Arizona. Arizona came back for the dub and won. I think Shedeur Sanders had his first game under 250 yards passing, I believe, this week. The 4-6 Colorado Buffs. Let's hear from the residential Colorado bandwagoners. You know, what's the reason this week? Elmo,
No,
what's the reason this week they lost?
no, it's not a reason. Essentially, like you said, they blew it. They blew the game. Got a little bit lackadaisical when they was up on offense. Started looking at the defense. Defense started playing lackadaisical. Nobody stuck with the game plan because they feel like it was a cakewalk, and so they deserve to lose, as far as I'm concerned. Because the thing about it is that the game ain't over until it's to say fourth quarter 0-0-0. And that's how you're supposed to play from the beginning of the snap to the end of the snap. And they didn't play like that. They started gassing out and started getting lackadaisical in that second, third quarter.
You know what? I'm wrong. I'm gonna correct myself. This is the second time this season that blew the lead. That blew that lead against Stanford.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Boy decided to have give me my theme music. L L L L L. I watched highlights of the game, and honestly, I think that they're ready for the season to be over. I think they're ready to just call it a quit. I think they're ready to regroup. I think they're ready to just be like, you know what, bump it. We'll figure it out in the offseason and pick this up next year. But all I'm saying is this. But all I'm saying is I've noticed a very big diverse in energy, boy. But this is a far stretch from how you niggas was acting on that 3-0 start, boy.
No, not at all. Because my whole thing was stop bashing. Right, stop bashing Dion because he decided to go to Colorado.
I was never. Y'all know I've been an advocate. I've never once been mad at Dion. I thought, go get your money, brother. I was never once mad at Dion.
It's 2 games left. It's 2 games left in the season. I still think they still have a chance to be bowl eligible, and I think they will still get to. I think they still will get to one of the lower bowls.
One of them games, Utah. One of them games, Utah.
Yeah, Utah been killing. Utah
been killing it, dog. So one of them games is Utah, bro. One of them games, Utah.
Don't they go against Oregon this week?
No, hell, they play Oregon.
They played Oregon already.
Oh,
they already played Oregon.
They lost. They got their ass whooped.
Yeah, that was that. That was that.
I'm talking about Utah. Utah play Oregon this week.
Oh, I don't know. Let me see.
Utah. Oregon play Arizona State.
Yeah,
Oregon play Arizona State.
So,
no, Utah play Arizona.
Right. So Colorado will be bowl game. They're still bowl game eligible. They'll have like one of the lower bowl games, like right after Christmas.
No, Elmo. Like they're 4-6, bro. They gotta win the next 2 games to be bowl.
Yeah, to be bowl eligible. Right. To get into a bowl game. They're still bowl eligible, but they have to win the last 2 to actually get into a game. Because if they hit 6-6, they'll start playing around them bowl games like this December 17th and 18th.
Okay, well, the next
small bowl.
Yeah. Chipotle.com bowl and shit like that.
The Tyrone Tire Shop bowl, you know?
Exactly. Right.
The next game is Washington State, and they're also 4-6. So that's a toss up. But yeah, their last game of the season.
It's gonna be a tough game, boy. It's gonna be a tough game.
Their last game is Utah and Colorado. So since Fat Ass is in the chat, yes, FSU beat Miami 21-7. It was a closer game than I actually would have thought. But I want to touch on the fact that I don't know if y'all watched the game. I watched the game. I watched most of the game. A lot of us watched the game. But can anybody explain to me what a safety is?
A safety is when you get sacked inside the end zone.
2 points.
Right.
Get tackled inside your end zone. Yeah.
So this week, George Travis was tackled with his entire body behind the goal line, and the ball tucked in. Damn near fumbled the ball, and it popped out, and he got tackled behind the goal line. Somehow or another, that ball ended up at the 1-yard line.
Did he have forward progress? Because I didn't watch the game.
So
I don't either. So I don't know.
There was no forward progress. He got blitzed. He scrambled backwards into the end zone. The first contact came inside the end zone, right? When he was tackled, right? His whole body was behind his damn end zone.
That's just bad officiating there. It's bad officiating.
Yeah.
Yeah, because if first contact is made behind the line, so that means your progress is right there. Either you're going to continue to move forward, or you're going to go backwards. So if he's hit behind the line, the white line, the goal line, that's his first contact. He can only have forward progress then if he continues to show a momentum shift of forward. If that's not the case, then that's a safety then. It's just like what the NFL did with the new rule. If you hold while you're inside the end zone, it's an automatic safety. You know what I mean? So
honestly, I thought that was a old rule. I didn't know that was a new rule.
That's a new rule.
Hold on, I might have it. Hold on.
About to say, you got the
you know, hey,
like you sent it to me.
I meant to send it to you. I don't want to send it to the other one because I'd be losing them. Yeah, you know, I got it.
Okay.
So let's check this out right quick.
Yo, didn't them Colorado boys get robbed after that game?
Yeah, they damn sure did. Got robbed after like the UCLA game.
Like their whole locker room, which is trash, man. Because
that's
you don't do no shit like, man. To be honest with you, man. I mean, it's a competition. Right, it's a competition. You know what I mean? You don't rob nobody. And to me, that says something. I mean, I wouldn't even feel safe. That says something about your security. That says something about your school. We don't waste school. We're supposed to be protected, but you know how that is. But
no. All right, so let's watch this video clip because maybe I'm tripping.
Now, a phone call was made today in Tallahassee, and it got swept so far under the rug, we ended up in the basement. 10-7 game, 2:30 on the clock till half. Jordan Travis steps back. Jordan Travis decides to run backwards. Jordan Travis gets sacked in the end zone. Safety. That's a safety. There's a hurricane in Tallahassee. What just happened? But hold the phone. I haven't seen a zebra smack his palms together. There's fluke shit in the air. They're saying no safety. I gotta see the replay. And I mean, am I high? What am I missing? This might be as clear as the kid who fumbled in Washington today before the end zone. Take one more look. Jordan Travis stepping back. He doesn't know where he is. Ball in the end zone. Safety. What am I missing? There's the pylon. Ball down. That's in the end zone.
That's a safety.
That's a safety.
That's a clear safety.
Bad officiating.
That's just bad officiating. This is bad officiating. It's a safety, clear as day.
No, the problem y'all say bad officiating. Mario Christian was like, can you look at that again? They stopped, got into the little booth thing, took a phone call, came back, put the ball at the 1 yard line.
That's bad officiating. I mean, that you can't change that. That's just bad officiating, man. I mean, it's a safety. It's clear as day. I mean, it's clear as day. It's a safety, but it's just bad officiating. That's it. Somebody took the envelope. That's all.
So
pretty much.
We had a couple blowouts this week. What was supposed to be a good game ended up being a complete blowout. Goddamn. Ole Miss decided to let the cheerleaders off the damn bus instead of the football players because Jesus Christ.
They did.
Jesus Christ.
Good old Nick Saban.
Alabama beat the hell out of Kentucky.
Of course.
Arizona, Tennessee, Kansas City.
The best game for me was Michigan and Penn State.
Hey, the best game for me was Washington and Utah. 28-35. Oh, let's talk about our Cinderella story, right? Good old Mizzou put an ass on Tennessee. 36.
I keep telling y'all, boy, Mizzou. I live 2.5 hours west of Columbia. I know exactly where Columbia. I know exactly. I drive through Columbia when we was name. It is what it is. Mizzou has not been this good since they had
Chase Daniels.
No.
Drew Luck.
No.
Drew Luck.
No, when they played
Odell
Green.
Green.
I was at the Cotton Bowl that year. I was at the Cotton Bowl that year when they played Texas. They ain't been good since they had Michael Sam. I'm telling you. I'm telling you, man. Them dudes is Missouri's the truth, bro. They're the truth.
Missouri doing that thing. Now, how the fuck Tennessee still ranked? But I guess they'll do the rankings tonight. But how the hell Tennessee ranked 13?
No, they're gonna drop. They gotta drop.
They ranked 13 with 7-3. Anyway,
they gotta drop.
Have to drop.
They're going to an 18-19. What?
Yeah, Ohio State beat the hell out of Michigan State. Nobody,
of course.
Nobody really surprised about that. Oregon went toe-to-toe with USC. Nobody really surprised about that. But yeah, the scores is pretty normal. Stanford got the ass whooped. Georgia, dog walked Mississippi. Ole Miss 52-17. They didn't show up. I'm looking at next week's games. Honestly, this is week 12, so it's 1 week before rivalry week. And I think that a lot of these teams are going to be playing because Florida State, Alabama, Florida. Well, no, Florida's playing Missouri. Ooh, that's not good.
We got Mizzou, man.
That's not good. Most teams are playing their last cupcake before they play their big rivalry game.
Yep.
And some teams are playing. So I think the best game next week would be Kansas versus Kansas State, maybe. Watch out for that Florida Missouri game. But that'll be the best game this week because we're gonna skip through all the other games because we don't really give a shit. Let's cut the shit. Let's talk about the big news, man. Texas A&M said, Jimbo Fisher, we're so sick of your shit. We're gonna give you $72 million to walk.
72 million.
Yeah.
That brother chunked up the deuce.
76.
He said bye.
Oh, 76.
Hey, what's another 4 million? What's another 4 million?
Right. That's all right. I'm gonna write it off in taxes anyway.
That's all they finna do. Man, 76 million to walk out the door.
I ain't mad at him.
I ain't mad at him either. You ain't gotta argue with me.
Hey,
actually, you could have said that to me in a text message. We ain't had to talk about it.
Hey, y'all could have shit me all my shit in a box. You hear me? Matter of fact, for 76 million, y'all throw it out. I'll buy another. Shit.
Yeah. For real. So ain't no surprise though. The big talk now is who's gonna be Texas A&M coach. Your boy Deion named me and thrown out there.
Prime time already said no.
I saw it. I saw the video. Prime time already said no.
Jimbo Fisher with the can. You know a name that popped up on the coaching list?
Who that?
Florida State coach Mike Norvell. I didn't see that name pop up, but Mike Norvell's name popped up on Texas A&M.
Interesting.
I love to see it.
We'll see what happened. This offseason, me and Mike was talking about it last night. The offseason finna be a real big thing.
Yeah, this college offseason about to be lit. You hear me?
It's about to be crazy this offseason.
Hey,
it's about to be real crazy.
So let's cut the talk as and all my Miami hopefuls out there. First of all, you smoking dicks and bricks if you think Miami finna fire Mario Cristobal. Okay, we are not LSU. We are not at Texas A&M. We are not giving this nigga $52 million a walk. No, sir, he ain't going nowhere.
Absolutely not.
Get over it. Hey, we got Mario Cristobal to at least 2026. Okay,
you can keep Mario Cristobal. You can keep Mario Cristobal. He do cocaine and ecstasy together anyway, so it don't matter. Nobody want him but Miami. So,
hey, what's the games of the week though?
Hey, no, let's since Elmo got so much to say, how about you pipe the hell down with your coach sitting at home right now on this witch hunt? Okay,
and he shouldn't be sitting at home.
You see what I said? I said on a witch hunt. They hate Michigan so bad. Your coach sitting home on a witch hunt right now. They say we sick of your shit. We ain't even know what shit we sick of. Yeah, Michigan, really? Big Ten. Telly, you the Big Ten representative in the house. Talk to me. The Big Ten full of shit right now. Y'all did all that moving all these teams around.
Well,
y'all don't want to got Oregon and USC.
That's why they getting sued. They get shit sued out of them.
Yeah.
And he gonna win. Because he didn't do shit.
They say he was signed stealing Telly.
They said there's no evidence of him doing that. The investigator said that, like, we don't have any evidence connecting him to any sign stealing. So they suspended that man for nothing. So
for nothing.
Hit
for
their
nothing.
In them pockets.
Exactly.
I ain't mad at him though.
And then when they bring you back, you got to give them all that money back too. So
yep.
All I'm saying is they accused Jim Harbaugh of stealing signs. I'm looking at the schedule. I don't think he need to steal signs from ECU, UNLV, Bowling Green. I don't think he need to steal signs from Bowling Green. Rutgers, no. Nebraska, nah. Definitely not Minnesota. Ohio, 52-7. That don't look much of sign stealing to me. Michigan, 49 goose egg. I don't think you need to steal signs from them. I'm looking at the schedule, and Michigan's literally played one decent game all season, and that's the last one against Penn State. I don't see any other. I don't see 52-10 as a reason for him to be stealing signs, bro. Just throwing that out there.
Well, they got Ohio State the last game of the season. The rumor is that it's Ohio State and some other school that started this shit, man. I'm like, that makes sense. It's like they trying to sabotage Michigan. They do Ohio State scared of Michigan. Like Michigan, been juggernauting motherfuckers. Like they look like they unstoppable. Like
they look real unstoppable until they got to Georgia last year.
That was TCU.
Probably gonna get Georgia again.
That was TCU.
Didn't they get dog walked by Georgia?
No, they got dog walked by TCU. It was TCU.
Oh. And stop talking about the past, people. Let's move on.
My bad.
For real. Chef Jim Beasley just popped in the building. What you got to say, Chef?
Jim Bob.
In the South, we call that a Buki game.
Finish cleaning the kitchen, so I got time. I'm here.
All right, what you got? What you got time for?
Oh, I don't got nothing to say right now. I'm just going riding with y'all. Let's go.
Oh, okay. Let's rock out.
Well,
what else we got left on the Missy? Let's move on.
Well, who's Jimbo Fisher's replacement? Who they?
To be determined.
Yeah, TBD, baby.
Could be Urban Meyer.
Urban Meyer is my pick.
Well, Urban Meyer's name was linked to the Michigan State job, but you think he gonna take the Texas A&M job instead?
Absolutely.
Well, other than that, we ain't really got much going on in college football. We ain't really got no decent games, unless you want to watch Kansas and Kansas State. Brandon?
I think the biggest game is Georgia and Tennessee this weekend.
Georgia from the dog walk.
Georgia going dog walking, but I don't see no other games out there that's eye popping for me.
It's every next week, not this Saturday coming up, but next Saturday will be the one to watch because that's when you got the rivalry.
We got the rivalries, yes sir.
We got the Florida State, we got the Michigan, and pretty much the Michigan and Ohio State game is the one. That's going to be the one.
That's the one next week. That's the one next week.
I think both teams. I think it'll be what 1 versus 3, 1 versus 2.
3. Michigan and 3.
This would be what? This would be like the Elmo. You the guy. How many times How many times have Michigan Ohio State played for the 1 and 2 spot?
1, 2, 3, 6 times. I believe.
6 times. Okay.
Keep going. They played 14 times.
For 1 and 2, he said for the 1 and 2 spot.
1 and 2 spot.
You said 1 and 2 spot.
Yeah, 14 times. They always the last on each other's schedule.
Yes, yeah, they are. It's like the Bears in Green Bay.
They every year and shit since except for them Brady Hoke years.
Oh Lord!
Before them Lloyd Carr years. And
Lloyd Carr.
Yeah, man.
Coach,
they
baby.
playing for 1 and 2, man, for the longest.
Okay. Well,
Michigan
Brandon,
won the Big Ten, but
let's turn it over to you, brother. We got that NBA
Ammo time.
Now I'll run off with the NBA real quick.
All right, go
Go
on.
down.
What
Ain't
we
got-
got going on in the NBA easy?
I ain't got nothing much going on.
The ain't it? In-season tournament started today, right?
No, it started last week.
They said the 14th.
We got games going on tonight for the in-season tournament, but it started last week. I think I'm looking at Group A or Group B right now. Got the Sixers playing the Indiana Pacers right now.
oh, what happened? He dropped.
So what the fuck is the NBA tournament? Like I've seen it. What is it?
Bro, I'm still confused with what the tournament is. Like all the games count, like it was the regular season. And only thing I know, what Brandon, they pay the winners like 50,000 or something like that each person.
5,000. So whoever win the in-season tournament in Las Vegas will win 500,000. I think the runner-up wins 100,000. Each player on the team win 500,000. And the second place will win 100,000 or something like that. I'm still trying to wrap my head around it, but yeah, we'll see much more about it. They're going through the games right now. I know 8 teams will be going to Vegas to I forgot the weekend that they going to Vegas, but they going to Vegas to hash it out for the end season tournament championship. I don't know if it's a legit name for it or not, but that's that for the end season tournament. We gotta get some more information on it. I'm still kind of confused on it, but
the first one, right?
yeah, most definitely the first one. So power rankings of what's going on in the NBA right now. We got the top 5. We got the Sixers leading it up. Right now they're playing in the end-season tournament. They're losing about 4 points right now, so we'll see if they can hold strong with that number 1 spot. Number 2, we got the reigning champions of the Denver Nuggets because Joker out there looking like he's trying to be another MVP this year. Number 3, we got the Boston Celtics. Number 4, surprisingly, we got the Mavericks, the Dallas Mavericks. Look like the Luka and the Kyrie Irving experiment is looking pretty decent right now. So
that
shout out to the
crazy,
Dallas,
bro.
Yeah, shout out to the Dallas Mavericks. It looks like that thing is working right now for them too. Then number 5, another surprising one is the Timberwolves. Man, y'all got Anthony Edwards out there playing like an MVP. You hear what I'm saying? And I got the 2 leaders, players of the week here. Let me throw them up here real quick. I got the players of the week. And we got Ant-Man, Anthony Edwards, that number 5 spot in the power ranking, man. My boy averaging 31 points, 6 rebounds, almost 7 assists, and 4-0 last week. And then in the East, we got Joel Embiid averaging 36 points, 12 rebounds, and 5 assists, going 4-0 as well. They scrapping right now with the Indiana Pacers right now, so that's why I keep turning around, taking a peek. But that's what we got going on in the NBA so far right now. It's still early in the season, in my opinion, for me. But let me ask y'all a question. With the biggest stories that I have in mind of speaking on, the biggest story in my opinion is, of course, still the James Harden trade over to the Clippers. And it looks like that trade has worked out for the Philadelphia 76ers. It has not worked out for the Los Angeles Clippers, as they are 0-4 since the acquiring of James Harden. So real quick, because we got to move on to the boxing social. Real quick, what's y'all feelings on what started out so far in the NBA? If you've been watching, what's y'all biggest thing that's poking at y'all right now in the NBA?
Magic Kingdom.
I want to go. I got something. I've actually been studying my NBA shit. So I won't be
Do you think, my boy? Do you think 21?
This is me saying it for the first time. If the Lakers want to compete, Anthony Davis got to get the fuck up out of there, bro. He got to go.
Yes, sir.
Anthony got to go, bro.
The same way.
Anthony got to go. There is no way they can win with Mr. Glass over there. There's no way. I say you catch Anthony. Hey, you catch Anthony on a healthy streak and trade that nigga expeditiously. He got to go.
Real talk. Real talk. Elmo, what you got?
Number 6 gotta go.
I would say mute your headphone. I would say for me, the Dame trade really worked out for everybody. Right? He's over there in Milwaukee, running, gunning, killing, giving not only is he complimenting Chris Middleton, but Giannis actually got some help, some actually off the ball help from a true point guard. And not to say that Drew wasn't a true point guard, but dude, like Dame is like a flashy scorer, handler, and he can shoot that deep range joint. And Milwaukee has proven like this is going to work out for them. Look to see Milwaukee in the Eastern Conference Finals with either Boston or Miami.
I don't know about that one, Elmo.
All right.
We'll
see.
Well, we got a long season to go. We'll see what happens. Uncle Pudge, what you got? What's your biggest surprise?
That the Lakers keep winning. That's my damn.
They losing right now, though. They losing. I
thought they won last.
They haven't won a road game. They haven't won a road game all season.
Well, that's good for them. Anyway,
how many goddamn games the Bulls don't
worry about what they doing.
All right.
They rebuild.
They still figuring it out. They young.
Hey man, Jim Beasley.
Keep
What
running
you
your
got,
mouth.
brother?
Grab Jeremy Glock. Fucking playing with me.
This might be a little off, but I just want to talk about something. I was listening to the JJ Reddick podcast, and he said something very
JJ
interesting. He
Reddick
said
is amazing, by the way.
yes. He said he really wants to talk about the Orlando Magic last year and this year, but ESPN won't let him. They only want to talk about the big cities, Miami and
Of course.
LA, and I'm like, ain't that some bull jive?
Yeah, it's messed up. It's messed up. I know me and Jimmy been talking a lot this season, and Orlando Magic is an up and rising team with all those youngsters they got over there. I tell Jimmy all the time, I love P5. I love what they got in JI. You know, I love the backup point guard. What's his name? Cole.
Cold.
You know, they still got your boy Jared over there. So from
Subs been
Gonzaga.
showing out these past
Yeah.
couple games.
Them boys, I've watched a couple games of Orlando Magic, man. Them boys got a nice young core. If they just keep putting the right pieces around them boys, you watch out within the next few years, man. Y'all watch out for the Magic. That's all you had, Jimbo?
Yes, sir. Let's talk about the Magic. That's it.
All right, bet that. We're going to slide it. We're going to stop it. We're going to slide it to Elmo Rapid real quick. Then we're going to hit Jimbo with the boxing social. You did?
Man, I'm gonna tell you, man. What 50 Cent say, I love you like a fat kid love cake. You know what I'm saying? So when I'm talking about college basketball, dude, I like college basketball more than I like the NBA because these young cats be hungry.
They be out there playing.
They be hungry, boy. I'm telling you.
Yes, sir.
And they turn, and that's why I love college football like that. Because it's like now that you got Neal deals and all that type of stuff, maybe some of them will slack off, but before the Neals, and even obviously to go to the pro, these young cats are hungry, and I love college, man. So swinging on over to college, right, man. You know, right now, you got Mississippi Valley State playing number 5 ranked UConn, and they in the second half, and UConn is killing them 85-53 right now in the second half with 309. Yes, yeah, the Huskies, baby. Ray Allen. Yep. No, Kimball Walker. Ray Allen.
Ray Allen.
Yeah.
Rip Hamilton. Let's go.
Yeah. Then you look it up. You got number 9 Duke playing number 18 Michigan State, and Duke, the Blue Devils of Duke, are winning 68-56 at this moment. Then you have the Alabama's and Crimson Tide, who's ranked number 22 in the country right now, playing South Alabama, and they're winning. They're at the half up 47-23. This is the game that I was looking forward to, and I'm not watching it. Fighting Illini, Illinois is playing number 4, the Marquette Golden Eagles, and they're at halftime 36-31. Number 4, Marquette has not been ranked that high since Jimmy Butler has been there. Since Jimmy Butler's been there 11 years ago. But the good thing about the Illinois is the Fighting Illini, they're returning 2 All-Americans. For when they made their third straight tournament appearance in the NCAA tournament. And so they're actually projected, Illinois is actually projected to actually almost win the Big Ten right now. Barring, and they got 2 early commits. They got 2 early commits from 2025 class from a guard out of Virginia and a guard out of California, both 4-stars that already committed to Illinois right now. Moving on, we got number 13, Texas A&M. Leading SMU, the Mustangs, 39-32 at the half right now at the moment. Then you got, I know Jody don't like to hear this, Colorado, ranked number 25 in the country right now. They're going to be playing here. They're actually about to start tipping off right here. They're 2-0 playing the Milwaukee Panthers.
Hey, I ain't got no beef with Colorado basketball team. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got no beef with Colorado.
Colorado. What's up?
Hey, Elmo. I feel the same way Telly feel. It's not Colorado and it's not Dion. It was you niggas when they got that 3-0 start. It was like,
we done with Dion today. We done.
Exactly. So the next up and coming game right now is another 8:00 game. Eastern Oregon versus number 11 Gonzaga Bulldogs. Point guard. What's up?
What about my Canes, bro? Ain't they ranked?
Who?
My Hurricanes.
Miami. Yeah, they rank number 12 in the country right now. They rank number 12. Yeah, number 12 right now. Yeah, but The number one team in the land and the reigning NCAA men's champion Kansas are going to be tipping off with number 17 Kentucky at 8:30, and then 9 o'clock you got Kansas City, the Roos. They're 2-0 right now, playing number 15 Baylor Bears down there in Texas. Then you got Hawkeyes playing the number 8 Creighton Blue Jays. They're both 2-0. You got UC Irvine playing number 16. They got some games playing late tonight. Playing number 16 Trojans of USC out west. Then you have and then wrapped up 2 games that finished. The Warford Terriers. They lost to number 7 Tennessee. And then you got, this is gonna shock people, Florida Atlantic, who is ranked number 10 in the country at this moment. Number 10 destroyed Eastern Michigan 57-100 at this point.
Jesus.
So our top 25 rounds out number 1 Kansas, number 2 the Boilermakers of Purdue, number 3 Arizona, number 4 Marquette, number 5 UConn, number 6 Houston, number 7 Tennessee, number 8 Creighton, number 9 Duke, number 10 Florida Atlantic, number 11 Gonzaga, number 12 the U, number 13 Texas A&M, number 14 the Razorbacks of Arkansas, number 15 Baylor, number 16 USC, number 17 Kentucky, number 18 Michigan State, number 19 Texas, number 20 North Carolina, number 21 the runner-up to last year Villanova, number 22 Alabama, number 23 the Fighting Illini of Illinois. This is going to be a shocker. Number 24 James Madison out of North Carolina, and number 25 number 25 they made that was the last year they made their second NCAA tournament appearance. Made it to the made it to the Sweet 16 and got booted out. And number 25 them Buffaloes of Colorado. It is shaping up to be a really good NCAA men's season. Got a lot of All-Americans that actually went the draft and actually returned because of the meal deals, as they were saying in their press days. Because they're like, look, I can make money. But overwhelmingly, they took a poll, and 78% of the players said the reason why they returned not only because of the meal deals, because now they feel like they can complete their college degree in conjunction with making money, and that was a big decision factor right now. And I was like, man, you know what? I can respect that. To be totally honest with you, it's like a lot of them like, look, I promised my mom that I was getting my degree. Oh, I can still do that and still help her financially. I'm like, you know what? That's a wonderful thing. But next week we're gonna even have some even better games. And I'm swinging back over to you guys, to Jimbo, to the ringside with Jimbo. Bing, bing, bing.
Hey, real quick.
Hey, let's not forget. Florida beat FAMU tonight. We 2-1, baby. Go Gators.
Hey, don't Penny coach on Florida Atlantic, right?
Yep.
Yeah, shout out to Penny, dog.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir.
Hey, B, since you worked so hard on that video, you might as well go ahead and play that.
I'm gonna do that. Hold on 1 second. Let me go ahead.
No, you talking about Penny Hardaway?
Yeah.
No, he comes Memphis. No, he was Memphis.
Oh, Memphis.
Yeah, he goes
Memphis Tigers. That's where he went.
Wait a minute.
Right, that's where he went. Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot something else, man. I'm so sorry about that, guys. We on November 1st, 2 weeks ago, we lost a longtime legend of the game of basketball. One of the guys I grew up watching, Coach Bobby Knight. And I watched him all the time. Very, if anybody know Bobby Knight, he was cussing on them sidelines, cussing them players out bad. And he coached at Indiana. Man,
Bobby Knight found out about Jordan before Jordan was Jordan.
Exactly. And he coached from Indiana from 71 to 2000, from 78 to 2001. And then that's when he went down to Texas Tech. And he coached from 2001 to 2008, and then he officially retired. He leaves behind his son, Patty, one son. His wife, Ben, passed on about 10 years ago. And, man, the game is going to be real tough without him because Coach Knight was like the coaches of all coaches besides a Dean Smith and a Wes Armstead and a George Thompson. I grew up watching Bobby Knight, and I truly going to miss him, seeing him in the stands, coaching and mentoring them young boys. He passed on at the good time.
John Wooden too, man.
Absolutely, John Wooden. Exactly. And the game is we're gonna miss him, and we prayers to his family and to his son and to his grandchildren, and hopefully, from healing, they'll get past it. But we on the college basketball, man.
You also forgot Coach K.
Yeah, Coach K.
All right,
Yeah,
Telly, we get it. We get it, Telly.
Right.
God, he talking about
Exactly.
Bob Knight. We get it.
Right, we talking about Bobby Raymond Knight, baby. That's what we talking about. Raymond Bobby Knight.
Yeah,
So, but it's all good though, man. Over to Jimbo.
Over to Jimbo. We finna get to the boxing social. Let's see what we got.
Listen, thank you, and welcome to the Boxing Social with your boy, Chef Jimbo. Man, listen, we have some great fights going on this week, and I just want to touch a few of them really quick. First, this Thursday, November the 16th, we have the infamous, the technician, Shakur Stevenson, who was 20-0, 10 KOs. He's taking on Edwin De Los Santos, who is 16-1 with 14 KOs. Listen, everybody knows who Shakur Stevenson is. They know what Shakur Stevenson can do. This boxing technician doesn't have a lot of power, but he can make you miss. His defense is superior. And we all know defense wins championships. Shakur doesn't get touched a lot. And it's a beauty watching him fight. He's such an amazing fighter. Shoot, you take 2 steps, Shakur closer to him. Shakur takes 8 steps back. He's a master at distance. But listen, I'm gonna tell you this right now. Don't sleep on this fight. De Los Santos, I haven't watched him fight. I went and watched some highlights, and this brother has power. He has a great boxing ring IQ as well. I can see him giving Shakur some problems. I can see him attacking Shakur and challenging that distance that Shakur likes. Shakur likes to fight at a distance where he can counter you and do certain things. But I think this guy, I think Shakur's gonna win. Let's get that. I think Shakur's gonna win, but I think that De Los Santos is gonna give Shakur a run for his money, and it's gonna be a great fight. Now, if I'm De Los Santos, I'm telling you, if you watch Shakur fight, he stands up a lot when he fights. Listen, if I'm his coach, I'm telling him, attack his body. Smother him, attack his body. The key part to this for De Los Santos, when Shakur throws a punch, you have to throw a punch right back at Shakur the exact same time. Your reflexes, your vision has to be on point. He throws a punch, you better throw a punch. He hits you, you better hit him. Point blank period. He's a great counter puncher. He knows how to create, and he likes these. And a lot of people can't do anything about it. Herring was a great fight. I believe if Herring was quicker and younger, he probably could have beat Shakur, but Shakur was younger, and Shakur had his way in that fight. But listen, Shakur Stevenson, De Los Santos, November the 16th. The fight is going to be spectacular on ESPN Plus. I'm going to be watching it. I hope you're going to be watching it as well. And listen, the fight that we all been waiting for, November the 26th, listen, it's Thanksgiving weekend, so this makes it even better. Listen, you get to have you some turkey, you get to have you some dressing. Listen, you from the South, you know what dressing is. You understand what I'm saying? Listen, this year, Chef Jimbo gonna have him some smoked oxtails with some dressing. You understand me? So I'm gonna be having some smoked oxtails with some dressing and watching this fight Saturday, November the 26th. David the Monster, the Mexican Monster by Mike Tyson. You hear me? Versus Dimitri Boo Boo Andrade. Listen, this fight is gonna be, oh my God, it's gonna be crazy. It's going to be crazy. But before I talk about that fight, we got to talk about the undercard of that fight. We have Jamal Iron Man Charlo versus Jose Benavidez Jr., the big brother. Listen, I saw the press conference last week, and it was great. I can't wait. I'm just happy to see Jamal back in action. It's been like 2-3 years. He's been going through divorce and some other personal things, and you feel for the brother. But listen, Benavidez Jr. ain't no joke. He gonna come with the fireworks. He gonna come with the action. He trains with his little brother, David Benavidez, and Jamal better be on his game. If Jamal's mental is right, I see Jamal winning this fight. If we get the old Jamal, the boxing Charlo, he's a true boxer. If we get him, and he said that he's back right mentally, physically, all of that stuff in his press conference. If we get him, I got Jamal pulling it out and winning, even though I think it's going to be a close fight, regardless of who wins. But if he's still battling with some things, Benavidez Jr. can take it. But I think Jamal is going to win. This is going to be a great fight. I can't wait to see this. This is going to be the co-main event for this fight. But now listen, let's get to the best fight. Listen, the main event. The winner of this fight is supposed to be the mandatory for Canelo Alvarez at 168. David Benavidez versus Boo Boo Andrade. Listen, I see a lot of people a lot of boxing guys aren't giving Boo Boo Andre the credit that he deserves. And I think this is the case is because a lot of people haven't watched Andrade. A lot of people haven't watched Andrade fight. And I haven't watched a lot of his fights, but I have watched some fights. And listen to me. I really think Dimitri is going to shock the world. He has a chance to win this fight. He's a very technical boxer. Listen, if you ask me, I really believe Canelo was scared to fight. A lot of these guys ran from Boo Boo his entire career. He's chased Canelo for over eight plus years, from 154 to 160 to 168. And he was Canelo's mentor at 154. Then Canelo moved up to 160. Then he moved up and became Canelo's mandatory at 160. And the same path. And he's been chasing Canelo for 8 plus years, man. And listen, I hope everybody gives him a chance, because I'm telling you, I think he's gonna shock the world. This guy's a true boxer. He's unorthodox. He can go to the body. He can go to the head. He can move. He can stand in front of you and make you miss. He has power. He can box. He can beat you mentally. He can beat you physically. But also, Benavidez is a monster, a straight monster, and it's going to be awesome to see this fight, because Benavidez could box too. Listen, if you ask me who I think is going to win, like I told you, I think Boo Boo is going to shock the world. I can't wait for everybody to see this fight. Can't wait for y'all to see this fight. Please, after this is over, the Tuesday after Thanksgiving, I can't wait to see everybody's views and points after the fight. And you can tell me what you think about the fight right now. Please, please, please let me know. I want to see your views. This is my view. I think Boo Boo gonna shock the world. Nobody's giving him a chance or a shot. And I like I said, I really think nobody has actually watched him fight. But yeah, listen, thank you for listening to the Boxing Social. This is your boy, Chef Jimbo. Until next time, y'all be safe. Y'all take care.
That was Chef Jim Beasy. What's y'all thoughts?
Yeah, what's y'all thoughts, man?
I think you might be right. Which fight you
talking about first? Which fight you talking about first?
The first fight I'm talking about. The first one. Let's go to the Charlo fight. Charlo, I think 3 years out of boxing. 3 years out of boxing. That's a long time, especially when you're in your prime, right? So, because during that time in 3 years, you at least had 6 fights, because your average fighter fights twice a year, every 6 months. Exactly. You lose 3 years out. Understand world problems, issues with a woman. Hey, that don't stop you from making your bread, though. I'm sorry, that's just me, though. I ain't finna stop no woman from making me make my bread. She gone, she gone. That's what it is. That's just me saying that. But if you really love your game and you love your sport and you love your crime, you get in there and every time you hit some dude, you make it seem like that's her that you beat legal at that point, you know. But Charlo, is he gonna win? I don't think he got. I don't think he's gonna win that. To be quite honest with you, I don't think he's gonna win that because he's been too far removed from. He's been too far removed from boxing. He hasn't boxed anyone in 3 years, and he may have stayed in shape, right? No one discount that. But regardless of 3 years away from boxing is a lifetime in
That's
boxing.
a long time.
That's a lifetime, especially in boxing. You see exactly if you go back and look at the old clips when Muhammad Ali was in prison for the first 5 years for refusing to be inducted. He came out and won. But when he first came out, he had a very hard time winning because he stayed in shape, man. But you ain't boxing nobody. So it means you have to get in there. You have to learn people. You have to learn the schemes. You have to learn how people throw. You have to learn their rhythm. You got to learn their emotions. Charlo, I don't see him winning. And if he wins, hey, God bless him. I don't see him winning.
Now you know Roy Jones Jr. is one of his trainers now, but Roy he is adamant. When you hear him talk, he's like, Charlo's gonna win this fight. He didn't lose a step, but we're gonna see. We'll see. So now, what y'all think about Stevenson and De Los Santos?
I think. Oh, I'm sorry. I don't want to be hawkish. So somebody else take it. Go ahead.
Telly, Brandon.
Take it, Uncle Bud.
Stevenson. Shakur gonna win all day.
But like I told you, I went and saw some highlights of this dude. He's nice, bro.
I mean, I ain't saying he ain't nice.
Stevenson gonna win though.
Yeah, Stevenson gonna win. See, you can be as nice as you want to.
Nope.
But when them lights come on, man, and
I just don't want people to sleep on this dude because he a beast.
Stevenson is not winning, and I'll tell you why.
Okay.
Because I believe, if I'm not mistaken, it was Lennox Lewis that said in an interview, I want to say a few months ago, he said Shakur Stevenson is a younger Muhammad Ali, but just skinnier. That was his exact words. Y'all can look that up. The reason why De Los Santos gonna win, De Los Santos got power.
Yes,
Shakur don't have no power. He's quick. He's fast, just like Muhammad Ali. If De Los Santos connect with that dude one or two good times, Shakur done at this point. You can be fast as all you want to, but you can't be fast for 4 or 12 rounds. You can't be, because you're gonna get tired. Your body gonna get tired. I think De Los Santos gonna go in for the upset and give him his first loss.
But what you think about? Because I know all y'all watch Stevenson fight. Stevenson stands up a lot, and his body is open, bro. His body is open.
He gonna get busted.
Yeah.
He gonna get busted. All you gotta do is get inside and work them ribs, work that gut. He gonna get busted, man. So if his coaching is not, if his coaches right now are not telling him, hey man, crouch and move in, because when he boxed like this. This is exactly how he boxed, just like this. Yep. If he's not telling him to do this, this gonna be bruised, and he gonna buckle real quick. It's gonna be like Rocky. It's gonna be like Rocky when he hit Apollo Creed and his tongue was wagging. It's gonna be just like that. Tell him.
All right, so not a big fight. Boo Boo versus Benavidez. What y'all think?
I like Benavidez. I really do. I really like Benavidez. I saw him fight 3 times, and he's a good tactical technician when it comes to boxing. You know what I mean? Now I'm not sleeping on Andrade. I'm not sleeping on him at all. I'm not doing it. But I don't know. I don't see Boo Boo. I don't see him doing it. I don't see him beating it. I just don't.
Dang, Elmo.
I'm just being honest about it.
Okay, no, you good. You good?
I don't see him beating them. I don't see him beating them. I mean, because we can't make this like Vegas line if y'all want to. If y'all want to do it, we can make this like Vegas. We can have our own very sports book.
They go Elmo.
If y'all feel like
hey,
that.
hey, Elmo, I'm open to it, homie.
I'm already up. So,
hey, I'm here for it. I'm here for it.
Okay,
I'm here for it.
You tell me the number. You tell me the number, then.
All right. Well, I'm gonna hit you up.
Hit me up. Hit me on the text. Hit me on the text.
What you got, Bud?
This is what I got. You dangle the carrot in front of Boo Boo's face. The winner of this is mandatory for Canelo. Man been chasing Canelo, like he said. The man motivated. He wants Canelo. Boo Boo gonna beat him. Is it gonna be an upset?
Boo Boo.
Nah. I don't see how you call it an upset. Okay. I mean,
but nobody's giving Boo Boo a chance though.
And that ain't
nobody.
No upset though, man.
Except me. I'm the only person giving Boo Boo a shot.
I just said Boo Boo.
Right. I'm saying he gonna win too. They call it an upset. Well, it's about to be an upset come next Saturday.
Okay, so hold on, Brandon. You hear that? When me and Telly agree, we are undefeated.
All right.
That is true. That is true.
When me and Telly agree,
we have receipts. We have receipts. We have receipts.
It should not be a problem. It should not be a problem as far as I'm concerned.
All right.
About to go down.
There it is. That's the Boxing Social with Chef Jimbo. Chef Jim Beasley. We appreciate that, Chef Jimbo.
For sure.
Yes, sir. What else we got? Let's run the fantasy real quick so we can
fantasy football this week.
Telly, keep my name out your mouth.
Hey,
keep my name out your mouth.
Chef Jimbo, hey, he had a short-lived time at number one, but he fell. This week he going against Elmo. Is this you, Elmo? Yeah.
Yeah.
Elmo, put all your people on the bench.
Like I said, CEO, he lost another one. That's 5 in a row.
5 in a row, but I'm struggling.
Man, he was out to a great start. And now he's kidding. Now he going against his favorite character, young Jeremy. You know, so
that's my dog. Shout out to young Jeremy, boy. That's my dog.
Whoop his ass.
That's a grudge match, I guess. I'm gonna call that. You know, ain't no grudges, but he's trying to get off that slide.
I gotta get off. I gotta get off.
Oh man, our compadre Jody Skywalker put the fear of God in Coach A. He almost pulled it out
with that weak ass team.
Man, right, man. That white flag team came to play. He scared the living lights out of Coach A, man. I was like, whoa. He had to pull it out in a hot second. Like,
hey.
Yeah, man. So this week I'm going against Jody. I'm nervous. Don't put in Jimmy G. Keep him on the bench, man. I'm scared, man. I'm scared.
Hey. Don't be talking about my quarterback.
I ain't talking about him. I don't want you to put him in. Jimmy G.
That's my quarterback.
I know. Teresa, we thought Teresa was gonna get it, but Brother Nate said no, not today, and he snatched that victory from her. So now, wait a minute, who's she going against this week? I can't remember. You gotta keep an eye on Nick the Quick. He is slowly creeping up in the standings. Quietly,
that boy got 5-game winning streak, boy.
Right, quietly put together a 5-game winning streak and made how many? 0 trades a whole season. His team is riding high. Back to number one, the juggernaut Chris Poole. He didn't want him. He back at the number one, but he's in a dogfight this week. You know, with Michael Rogers, who is not playing. He lost one, but that team of his, he ready to go. Armand, he's out there slaying grown-ups. He slayed another Jackson.
Slayed?
Man, he slayed another Jackson. He's trying to get the head of the table. You know, young Jackson, he's knocking off family members. So this week he might be knocking off another grown up. He going against Miss Teresa. So if she ain't careful, he gonna be slaying another grown up.
And he moved up to number 6 in the standings.
Yeah, number 6.
He was number 13. And he moved up to 6 now.
Yeah, this is week 11, people.
We might as well go ahead and get a pot in about who everybody think gonna win this year.
Hey man,
put it in the pot.
We only got 4 more weeks, baby, before we determine the playoffs. It's getting tight. 1 win get you in, 1 loss, man, it costs to be the boss. You know, so
bro, 1 loss could drop you like 5 spots in this league.
Man,
it's crazy.
So, real. So man, it's like now it's time to get time to watch those late season bye weeks. Check your lineups.
Yeah.
See what you got going on. See what you need. Hit the waiver wires. Man, some people coming back. Some people going on IR.
Jefferson coming back.
Jefferson coming back.
But they're not activating.
On IR, so Maxson.
Listen, I just need it for the playoffs.
Some people rounded into form. Najee Harris, Josh Jacobs, who wasn't hitting in the beginning. Those two starting to come on a little bit.
Catching heat now.
They're trying to at the right time. So that's it for y'all fantasy. Family talk. We'll let y'all know the hunt for the belt is just heating up. It's getting close, and people starting to lose their mind. Jeremy. Anyway.
Why did you tripping, bro?
Hey, boo, boy, that boy Jeremy be on another.
But here we go, man. I want to thank y'all for joining us again.
Yes, sir.
Everybody who joined us. Don't forget, come tomorrow. Me and Jody, Unhinged Podcast. Tune in. Saturday, the barbecue. We're back. Tune in to that. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Follow us on all our social media. Apple Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube, Facebook,
TikTok, Facebook, IG,
Twitter, X. Remember, you go on to X, so check us out, not that other content. You got Pornhub.
Anyway, now watch your eyes on that app.
Yeah, I believe. I don't know. Do we have Snapchat yet?
Nah, no Snapchat. We ain't snapping yet.
No Snapchat yet, but also you can follow us on our individual Facebook pages. Hey, give us a shout out, converse with us. Get to know the family, man. Once again, thank y'all. Thank y'all for in the comments and
yes, sir.
Endgame podcast, and we about to drop that hot intro, outro, and we'll see y'all next week. See the rest of y'all.
See y'all next week.
Peace out.
Enjoy the night. Yes, sir.
Yeah. Jumping out of the basement, best in the game, ain't no need for replacements. Beating up the block, putting holes in the pavement. Pass up the rock, the only thing we shooting J's with. Easy on the scene, family talk is the kingpin. Sports and direct, no ESPN. Being top rate, busting streams through your state. Bro, we all up for debate, but this ain't first take. Hell no. Right here, you can get it in a hurry. Listen as we drop nuggets. No Joker, no Murray for the 3 Steph Curry. Took it like a thief. My homeboy Pat classified as a chief. Jody hit us with the college. We got MLB knowledge. Boxing social with the chef. TKO before the stopping. Playing homage to the best. Us, we proclaim Uncle Pudge and the CEO. This the end game.
I'm the one that got the stick. Make that motherfucker flip. Safe bet with all your chips. I'm the one. Not the 2 and not the 3. That ain't me. I'm the one. One and only. Ain't no asses in my seat. I'm the one. Might check me on the one. Niggas hate me cause I won. And they hate me. I'm the one. Ain't no faking. I'm the no mistaking. I'm the one. Ain't no breaking. I'm the one. I'm the greatest. I'm the one.